Hi, I'm Cliff Crawford and I would like you to join me in a private viewing of my exhibition, Obliterated Crow. This exhibition took place at Murmurations Gallery in Bexhill, East Sussex from the 17th to the 29th of May 2016. Using physical and digital media in isolation, in combination and iteratively, I produce sets and series of images to explore real and perceptual change. Obliterated Crow presents a series of visual conversations between a crow, the air and the various media I used. My conversation began with the crow on Galley Hill, when I drew the crow as the crow watched me. She tilted her head and made eye contact. "Think that's interesting?" she asked, as she skipped into the air and played with the wind. Images thrown back. Scene reflections, blue, grey, black, crow observations. True, deep, Prussian blue, cerulean woven through, in black weave hidden. Crow becomes a tool, a mirror showing visions, crow flight perceptions. Crow, maze, tangled thought, patterns changing while in flight, dance in fluid air. Obliteration is inherent in the act of recording. I represent perceptual change by exploiting different tools. Applying physical and digital media creates multiple perceptions, but simultaneously hints at singularity. These images represent one crow in flight. Shades of emerald green refracted through well-groomed sheen, jewels barely seen. Fragmented vision, take apart, obfuscate. How long is too late? Crow asks, "What is that?" With cocked calculating eyes, dances with datum. Grabbing current flows, obliterated crow shows, perception renewed. Vision is not neutral. We draw what we know and we see what we expect, often slipping into anthropomorphism. Using abstraction, I challenge our perception of a crow by enhancing colour and detail. I am questioning the patterns of generalisation. Details once seen, colour our perception. In first morning light, rolling seas still playing night, black and yellow bright. Sharp reflections seen, in bright liquid eye perceived, crow's judgment received. Night's eve roosting flight, red-orange dominant light, lit by day's last sight. Perception is changed by looking more carefully, by taking the time to review and to put into context. I explore ideas of change through shifts in perception. Tilt head crow staring, interrogating anew, dances life's eddies. Red in beak and claw, part of life's heart, blood and more, knowing who they are. A sense of playing, senses seeking harmony, light, touch, perception. Crawford antics shows, playing with temporal flows, change the crow we know. Moving away from the crow in flight, I now focus upon playing with observational elements and colours. The textures observed in one crow shape, hook, claw, feather, colour and light. These images are playful and experimental. What I see has changed with repeated observation of the crow. Among past echoes, lost in nets of my making, crow seeks new waking. Flow patterns scheming, obliterated crow seen, mind's eye, touch, sense, dream. Dancing crow patterns, seen, shown and lost in layers, swiftly forgotten. Purple, magenta, sharp rainbow shard displayed, colour there to find. I move to looking at the dominance of pattern and media used over the subject as the crow is immersed in external waves of colour. I am left with the echoes of a crow as it becomes lost in the repetitions of continued abstraction. I move from observation to recording, from detail to abstraction, from creation to destruction. Amidst solid images, losing sense of our own sight, flights from dark to light. I review the crow amidst the abstraction. The context frames her rather than obliterates. There is a re-emergence, a resurrection and rebirth, as there is a fragmentation between observation and abstraction. Obliterated. Nature is dark, unknown, dead. Black crows in my head. You cannot create something without destroying something else. I do not seek to obliterate the mythology of the crow, the symbol of death and ill omen, but seek to broaden perceptions and reveal the inherent beauty of this maligned bird, its joy in flight and its colourful blackness. Obliterate has two sympathetic yet distinct meanings. One is to destroy utterly. The other is to remove completely from sight. I am interested in the idea of complete removal from sight and the frequency with which we allow myth to do this. Yet reality is never ever totally hidden. It is revealed in tiny slices. We just need to observe behind the myth. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the exhibition. You can view further examples of my work on my website CliffFace on cliffface.co.uk. I share the processes I use and new work currently under development on Facebook CliffFace and with daily tweets on Twitter @CliffArt.